Your skin has its own repair crew, and you've probably been underfeeding it without realizing. If serums are the paint, food is the scaffold and the workers behind the wall. Feed them right, and the surface stops sagging, lines soften, and joints feel less creaky because the structure underneath is actually supported. Welcome to CenterHealth. Simple, science-anchored tips to age stronger, not slower. Here's the truth we don't say out loud enough. Collagen naturally thins with time. Sun exposure frays it, stress and poor sleep nick away at it, and high sugar stiffens it like brittle taffy. But the same body that loses collagen can also protect it, rebuild it, and slow the breakdown if you give it the raw materials. Vitamin C is the foreman that assembles new strands. Sulfur compounds help the strands link properly, so they bend without breaking. Bright pigments like carotenoids and anthocyanins act like shields against the little sparks that scorch collagen. Nitrates improve blood flow, so nutrients actually reach the cells that lay down new matrix. Keep those pieces in play, and you shift from covering up to building up. So which everyday foods quietly do all of this? Start with color, because color tells you what a food is fighting. Beets wear their armor on the outside. Those deep reds come from betalains, pigments that soak up oxidative stress before it bites your collagen. They also carry natural nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide to open up blood vessels. More flow means more delivery. Vitamin C, amino acids, and oxygen carried to the skin's builders instead of idling in the bloodstream. Roast beets until they taste candy sweet. Shave them raw into a lemony salad, or blend a small wedge into a morning smoothie. Your skin doesn't need a lot. It needs it consistently. Carrots do something different. Their beta-carotene converts to vitamin A, and vitamin A is famous on cream labels for a reason. It helps your skin manage turnover so newer, more elastic cells are always rising to the surface. Paired with vitamin C and E, both present in a simple plate of carrots, greens, and a drizzle of olive oil, you get a 3-part shield that takes some of the punishment from UV and everyday stress before collagen does. If raw carrots feel boring, simmer coins with a thumb of ginger and a squeeze of orange. The steam unlocks sweetness without drowning the nutrients. And then there are potatoes, humble, comforting, and wildly underestimated for skin. White potatoes bring vitamin C to the assembly line, while purple and red ones add anthocyanins, the same pigment family that gives blueberries their edge. Anthocyanins are like a non-stop fire brigade for oxidative sparks. Rotate colors through the week. A baked white potato with yogurt and chives today. Crispy roasted purple wedges next time. Keep the oil light and the skins on when you can. That's where much of the good stuff hides. Color is powerful, but aroma tells another story. The story of sulfur and polyphenols. Garlic is tiny, but it's an engineer. When you crush it and let it sit for a minute, the reaction that follows creates compounds that support the crosslinks in your collagen. Think of crosslinks as flexible bridges between strands. Without them, the fabric sags and creases fast. Add garlic near the end of cooking, or in a simple lemon garlic dressing, so those volatile helpers don't all cook off. If raw garlic is too bold, mince it extremely fine and whisk it into yogurt with dill for a gentler glow-up you'll actually use. Onions join the crew with quercetin, a polyphenol that neutralizes the small chain reactions that erode collagen over time. Pairing onions with vitamin C-rich foods is like sending 2 workers to the same job where they each do a different task. One guards what you have, the other helps you make more. Raw onions deliver the most quercetin, but lightly caramelized onions still bring plenty, along with compounds that support vascular health. Better circulation is not vanity, it's logistics. Builders can't build if materials never arrive. Leeks are onion's softer-spoken cousin with big-picture benefits. They deliver vitamin C to the assembly line while their fiber feeds your gut microbes, and a calmer gut often shows up as calmer skin. Less systemic inflammation means less background wear on collagen. Slice leeks thin and sweat them low and slow in a splash of broth. They melt into soups and stews and make everything taste like you cooked longer than you did. Ginger adds warmth and strategy. Those gingerols and shogaols aren't just for a sore throat. They help keep inflammatory pathways from going into overdrive. When inflammation stays in its lane, your skin's repair work isn't constantly interrupted. A simple ginger tea after meals, thin matchsticks, flash sautéed with vegetables, or a few grated shavings into a carrot and beet salad, pick a lane you'll repeat, not the one that looks perfect on a Sunday and vanishes by Tuesday. Hydration has a face you can chew. Radishes and daikon are crunchy, peppery, and surprisingly rich in vitamin C. They deliver water, minerals, and phytonutrients right where you need them, inside. Because they're cruciferous, they also support your own detox enzymes, and that background support matters for collagen. Fewer reactive byproducts bumping around means less fraying of the fabric. Grate daikon over warm rice bowls with a squeeze of lemon. Slice radishes thin and toss them with a pinch of salt and vinegar for a quick pickle that lives in your fridge and turns any plate into a fresher one. And then there's the turnip, the quiet one in the corner bin. Turnips bring vitamin C, antioxidants, and steady fiber. They fill you up without spiking blood sugar, and steadier blood sugar means fewer sticky cross reactions that stiffen proteins the way heat stiffens sugar on a pan. Roast turnip wedges with a brushed-on glaze of olive oil, lemon, and a whisper of honey. They come out sweet, tender, and ready to slide next to grilled fish or beans. Knowing what to eat is half the equation. Doing it without thinking hard is the win. Here's an easy plate that feeds collagen any day of the week. Start with a protein anchor, eggs, fish, beans, or Greek yogurt. Add one color powerhouse, beets, carrots, or a small portion of purple potatoes. Add one aroma all-star, garlic, onions, leeks, or ginger, in a simple dressing or sauté. Finish with a crisp hydrator, radish or daikon, for crunch and vitamin C. That's it. Repeat the template, swap the pieces, and you've built an always-on system your skin and joints can rely on. If you like rotation ideas, try this 7-day loop you can actually stick to. Day 1, lemon garlic yogurt over roasted beets, plus a scoop of lentils. Day 2, ginger carrot soup with a side of quick pickled radish and whole grain toast. Day 3, baked purple potatoes with chive onion yogurt. Add a tin of sardines or a boiled egg. Day 4, leek and white bean stew with a grated daikon salad on the side. Day 5, tomato onion salad, olive oil, and oregano next to herb chicken, or chickpeas. Day 6, roasted turnips and carrots with tahini lemon sauce, sprinkle of sesame. Day 7, beet carrot slaw with ginger lime dressing alongside omelet or tofu. Quick question. What's one of these you already eat weekly? Drop it in the comments so I can build you a 30-second add-on that fits your routine. A few potholes to avoid. Keep results coming. Don't overchar vegetables. That pretty darkness is often lost nutrients. Don't drown plates in sugar or heavy sauces. Spikes stiffen proteins, the opposite of what you want. Don't rely only on produce. Collagen needs amino acids from protein, and a modest portion at each meal makes the vitamins actually matter. If raw garlic upsets your stomach, use it cooked or in yogurt. If you take medications that interact with high nitrate foods or blood thinners, speak to your clinician before making big changes. Beets can color urine or stool. Surprising, not dangerous. And variety beats perfection. Rotating through options covers more bases with less effort. What happens if you do this for a month? Most people notice subtler morning puffiness, steadier energy, happier digestion, and a complexion that looks less tired fabric and more springy. That's the repair crew getting paid on time. You won't wake up with a brand new face. You'll wake up with better scaffolding and skin that needs less covering up. And yes, Joints benefit from the same chemistry. Collagen isn't just vanity, it's structure everywhere. Before we wrap, here's a tiny habit that multiplies your results. Pair vitamin C-rich foods with your protein. Squeeze lemon over fish. Add radish or daikon to an egg and greens plate. Slide some onion or leek into beans. Those little combinations turn nice meal into structure-supporting meal without extra time. If you were waiting for the single food to do everything, that's not how bodies work. But the team matters, and now you've met yours. Beets, carrots, purple or red potatoes, garlic, onions, leeks, ginger, radish, daikon, and turnips. Each does a different job. Together they protect, assemble, and preserve what time tries to thin. Try the easy plate template this week and see which version sticks. And tell me, what 2 foods from this list are easiest for you to add today? I'll reply with a 2-ingredient side you can make in 5 minutes. Stay consistent, stay curious, and keep feeding the builders behind the wall. Your skin and joints won't send a thank you note, but they will show one.